So I appreciate you coming on, brother, and I'm excited to go through go through what you were able to produce in the community. To be honest, so without further ado, who is Enite, and what was your background in tech space?
All right. How you guys doing? Anita here. So, multifaceted individual out here. I'm a model, I'm a fitness trainer, and I'm an IT tech consultant as well. So my background with IT in general stems from way back, like since I was a kid building computers since I was like maybe like 8, 9, 10. But that was just me playing around with the hardware and everything. Originally, the real specific aspect of me getting into IT was dealing with my high school experience when I was able to join the Cisco Networking Academy. From that point on, I'm like, yeah, this is the career field that I want to do. Cause once I got to high school and everything and started doing coding, I'm like, okay, I don't know if I can be a coder. I can code.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of thinking process, and I can't fathom my entire life thinking about coding. Went to college at UMBC over here on the East Coast of Maryland, and they your advisors will lead you down the wrong path. I'll let you know that right now. You really have to be figuring out your undergrad experience for yourself and your peers. Your
Yeah.
advisors really don't be caring sometimes, depending on the school. So I went through the whole process, and a lot of people went through this whole process, but like of computer science. Most people will think computer science, IT related. No, there's other majors within your school undergrad that will teach you as far as like information systems or information technology that will kind of go about the business or about the other aspects of IT, like virtualization, networking, any other aspect of IT will be in that major. But computer science is purely coding, and so I
Yeah.
had to switch that over and everything like that, and had to learn the hard way. It's a lot of waste of time and everything, but essentially, I am with that background of being a network engineer my entire life. From there, I feel like network engineering was like the heart of IT. So, which is why I feel like I also would attribute it to my success right now in IT, just because everybody needs a network engineer, and there's not that many good ones. So when they find somebody that has a good network engineer, they kind of want to hold on to you, and they kind of want to keep you in that space. But because you're a network engineer, you're a jack of all trades. So you can go in any route of IT. So that's why I've never really had like too much worry with finding potential jobs. But at the same time, I've always wanted to look into developing my skill sets. I definitely felt like I was plateauing at one point, which is the reason why I came to this community in the first place, was because I'm like, all right, I definitely feel like I could step up my game, but
Hmm.
I don't have that fire lit under my ass right now and everything. And much like, in personal training or fitness in general, if you don't pay for something, you're probably not going to put your best foot forward into it, especially if you can do like these things on your own, but
Yeah.
having that guidance, having that mentorship, in my honest opinion, like low key hand holding to some degree,
Yeah.
literally like put you in the right direction. And like because you know exactly what you got to do, you gun it and you like full on gas it into like what you know you need to do just to kind of find success. And me personally, I'm pretty open, even though like I've had like really good success with my IT field and everything like that.
Mhm.
I'm very much open to learning from different people,
Yeah.
whether they're younger from me or older than me or anything like that. I don't feel like with IT you should ever in your life have a closed mindset. And
Yeah.
with IT, there's so many different things, so many new things on the day-to-day basis, and to have somebody to be able to teach you that information and let you know what hands-on, especially from the industry, inside within the industry, like outside looking in, you might not have like really good like insight as far as how you might conduct your research, how you kind of want to go about carrying yourself, especially if you're trying to get into IT. So a mentorship is like really like the perfect guide that you could definitely get into to really steer yourself in the right direction. That being said, I felt like I learned so much within the first meeting, just joining, like the Zoom meeting where you're doing the introduction call and everything
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that. I was like, all right, let's see if this is BS or not, something like that. I was definitely like skeptical at first, but as soon as he went into that lab and he started showing us technical stuff, I'm like, oh, he's actually teaching people virtualization with EC2 VM build outs. I'm like, oh, okay, let me get my notepad out. This is what I've been looking for. So when he did all that, and then he was talking about like recruiters, as far as how to reach out, how to set yourself up for success, your LinkedIn, your resume matching your LinkedIn profile and all that, I was like, that's legit. Actually, that's legit advice. And then in general, just everything that you spoke about getting into IT field, like I've already been through it. So when you were saying it, I was like, oh, he's talking about some like real stuff. I even had some of my homeboys pull up into the call when I
Mhm.
first joined. Of course, some people fell off and dropped off and everything like that because they some people talk about wanting to be in IT, but they're not really
Right.
serious. I only have one boy that's still in the community right now in the inner circle. Shout out to my boy Zig. He's definitely on the come up. But I think it's such an imperative thing that I was able to relate and see immediately the potential that you had in the community from your demo and everything. And I was like, oh wait, this is like legit stuff. Let me just lock in.
Yeah.
Especially with a bunch of other content creators out there doing the same thing. You want to know like who's legit in the industry. And I could definitely say you are definitely one of them as far as being legit. I gotta say you also got mad patience to repeat yourself. I don't know how y'all do this. Like repeating yourself on a regular basis, having patience.
Because we both work out, so like I mean
Yeah,
that coaching piece is part of it. Like you can't be a great coach if you don't have patience, and you can be a great coach if you're not able to hold people
amen.
accountable and
Yeah,
add value. I mean, there are times where I'm like, okay, well, I'm not just teaching, not just teaching people IT, but I'm still learning to
yeah,
be the best type of coach that I can be. And even like from the, I wrestled, I played football, I did like all of these sports and stuff, and I'm like, okay, cool. Like if I was a coach, this is how I would want to be coached. So
right.
that's why I have that mindset to have that patience for everybody for. But
Yeah.
you touched on a lot of good pieces there, like because I got a computer science degree as well too, and like college I feel is just like I feel like that's the biggest scam out there. They get your money,
It is.
advisors ain't worth nothing. It's
Get in
like
debt, the debt money and all that stuff. Yeah.
yeah, and yeah, it's really up to you at that stage for you to get some success. And then the vast majority of what you learn, like you said, from the degrees, they're not really going to be correlated to the field. If you're not at like a good university, which there aren't that many, you're not really
Yeah.
going to finish that 4-year degree and then come out with knowledge that is relevant to the modern day market. So just
Yeah.
realizing that off the rip is really, really pivotal, quite honestly. So
Yeah. And
go ahead.
just to piggyback on that, it's just the only thing I hate about it is that recruiters do ask about those 4-year degrees, and I don't ever want to push anybody to go to school just for the validation of, appeasing the status quo and everything like that.
Hmm.
So I personally I already knew, like, I don't know how I figured this out, but I already figured out like halfway into my schooling career. I'm like, okay, I don't think I need a degree for this because I can get certifications. Especially
Exactly.
when I was studying in high school for my CCNA. Like I got my CCNA in high school, and my teacher was telling me like, oh yeah, you this is really all you need to get a job. And I'm like, so why do I gotta go to school?
Yeah.
So the thing is like they use your college degree as a measurement of your consistency to apply to like work and like be diligent, like disciplined in that manner. That's
Yeah.
what what's it called, degree means to me, as what other
100%.
people look like. So it's just unfortunate that like they will disqualify certain candidates, at least in my specific network engineering title background. Like I've heard recruiters kind of like shy away from certain candidates just because they didn't finish a 4-year degree, and I'm just like, it's not even that serious, honestly. And but I can't really attest to any other aspect of IT. I'm just speaking about network engineering. So I do feel like it's a scam and a waste of money. Especially because, like you said, like the stuff that you learn in college universities is outdated. Like they're not talking about like AWS or maybe Kubernetes and stuff like that at this point.
Exactly.
Like it takes a while for the education system to actually deploy that at a certain level. So that's why certifications are like on point with that. But even with certifications, it's like they're great to have, like you always profess, but it's like if you don't have that experience, you're not really going to show yourself as a candidate that's worthwhile of actually having on board with the job. So yeah, that's
100%.
all I can say about that.
100% there. So now we touched on your background. So where are you now since you've joined the community? Like where are you at in terms of offers, in terms of offers signed? Like what have you accomplished since being a part of the community?
Yeah, so honestly, I've accomplished a lot. The information that you put out is super helpful. Like the interviews, the way you kind of articulate yourself in interviews, I've taken note on how to express, how to really truthfully be honest about what you know. Even contrary to how much you do know and everything like that, you know your limits. So I
Hmm.
was like, okay, let me not lie or speak about anything that I can't really do, but
Yeah.
just trying to say because like it's on the job description or anything like that. Like you know your lane basically. So I was watching your interview a lot, and the way you explain, like he posts all his interviews, and it's super helpful just to kind of run by and see how like juxtapose like how I should carry myself in interviews as well. So I was kind of watching. I've been watching endless interviews because I feel like I'm still learning stuff to this day. I'm like, damn, how he explain it like that? Like it's dope. It's like off the dome. That shit crazy. No glaze, but yeah. But yeah, like it's genuinely like a sight to see. And for me specifically right now, I've gotten 2 offers since I've been in the community. Mostly from my networking background, but also at the same time because of my resume touch up. I've had Jonte look at my resume. looked at my LinkedIn and everything like that. And because it was so polished, I was applying to more jobs a lot more consistently. And I feel like I got a lot of compliments based off of the way my LinkedIn was structured, based off of having him review it and everything. Um, Doing the labs are literally like the meat and the potatoes and everything of getting your experience and being able to explain and attest to certain activities that you worked on and everything. And that's literally like the best way to learn. Or I don't want to say the only way to learn, but just reading stuff, it's like you're studying for an exam and then you haven't even practiced anything.
Right.
It's like you really
There's
need to
no
like
application.
hands-on touch stuff. Yeah, exactly. The application is everything. And then on top of that, I always attest and tell people like you need to record it. Like people aren't doing that as candidates. When recruiters go to your profile and they see that you have recordings of you actually doing work, it's like, oh yeah, he got it. He got it. We want that right there, right then and there. Like the amount of compliments that I got from my recruiters and everything, it's like, yo, your resume, your profile, and the fact that you're doing these labs is incredible. Like this is like the best thing. I haven't seen no candidate do this before. I'm like, yeah, okay, it's
Yeah,
different.
and people don't understand, like, you need to have a differentiator. Like, in the age of being able to throw your AI and Claude and generate something out there, if everybody's doing it, it's like nobody's doing it, and then you're no
Right.
longer standing out in the crowd. Like, there has to be. And side note for everybody who's watching, like, I mean, I have interviews on YouTube right now where a recruiter or a hiring panel or somebody interviewing me will straight up say, yeah, we have candidates come to the interview and try and cheat with AI. So there's also that element of being able to pre-validate your skill set, but also validate that you're a real person with content as such. So if you're not able to have that one thing that makes you stand out, you're already behind the curve, regardless of like how good you are technically or how competitive you are in the pool of candidates, you know? So that's a big deal, a huge deal, I feel.
Absolutely.
So
It's
go ahead.
no, I was just agreeing and everything. That's all.
So now let's talk about the offers. So like, what were they for and where were they at in terms of income?
Yeah, so two offers. One was the first one that I had was a network security engineer for a senior network engineer, security engineer role, basically
Mhm.
doing Palo Alto firewall mitigation. The second one was a hybrid cloud security engineer role. So it's basically coming from my background, but like in the cloud, basically working with Azure and I think maybe some GCP a little bit, but
Mhm.
a lot of like on-prem work. So it's a bit of between the cloud and on-prem. So my background already adheres to that a lot.
Mhm.
And then the work that Jonte like shows out for us to do, like building out different like EC2s or VNets or cloud migrations are exceptionally helpful for actually like applying the actual work that we do in the on the field with that job. So offers that I got, like the numbers for those jobs, one was 130 to 145, and then the other one was total comp was like up to 200K. So I
So
never seen offers like that before, so I was like, all right, this is fire.
so that,
I
I
can move.
mean, to me, I mean, like I said, I was excited to even do this interview because being able to, like, it's one thing to be able to go out and make the money yourself as like an engineer, but it's another thing to be able to share your knowledge in an efficient way to help other people get to that level as well too. I think that's what's impressive. Doing it for yourself is cool, but doing it for others is like really really the piece that I want to put in there. So like, from your perspective, what would you say was the most impactful thing that you got from being a part of the community?
Honestly, for me, it's being in a community where I know other people are also on the same journey, like knowing that we're all pushing for that same like-mindedness. Seeing other people like help others by sharing different resources. Like I've seen, I forget what her name is in the community, but she shared
Sam?
like an AI agent. Yeah,
Oh yeah, yeah.
like she's
Sam
like,
Sam is
yeah,
gonna Sam's gonna be
yeah,
on here too. Sam's go crazy.
that's what I'm saying. I'm like, she like number one in the community. I tried to but low key one point. I'm like, let me post some things. Let me get my numbers up with the activity level. And I'm like, that
Yeah.
gonna be stuck at 4, I swear. So I gave up. I'm like, you got it. But yeah, she was super helpful with that AI agent and the help desk work that she has. I really do wish I went to her help desk meeting on Monday. I missed that because I was in the gym and everything. So
Yeah.
I didn't miss it. I need to put the when you do these when you join the community, y'all gotta put those calendar invites on your schedule because you will forget them and you will miss your meetings.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, like doing all that, and then sharing the mentorship calls as well, 100% with those, just because it's like it's an open floor for us to really like show our progress and kind of see where we're at. And then just really working with my resume and the labs literally like the potatoes, like I was saying earlier. I think that was like the best thing I've done for myself, was actually sit down and actually do things. Like me doing things, I feel like that's the only way I feel like I'm progressing. So it just lit the fire under me. The job postings that you constantly post, I'm applying to every single. I know you see me talking about some cloud in the comments every single time.
Yeah.
I know you probably like, did he just apply for like 40 other jobs? Like, I'm going crazy. I'm going crazy, just grabbing everything, man.
So,
So
so what would you say to someone who is on the fence? Someone who's like, I'm not really sure if this community is for me. I don't really know. I'm hearing stuff. Like, what would you say to someone who's on that line?
first off, what doubt are they even hearing? First off, to even doubt the process. Like, why are you doubting in the first place? Like, I can understand like if you've been at this for a while and you've been having success, but if you're having no success, it's like, why not turn to somewhere or a place where you can actually have guidance? Um, and it's honestly like you can do like a one-time fee with the things, or you can just basically figure things out as you go along. You can try the free trial that you have going on. You can work your way up. There's levels to this. Like, you can be like, okay, do I want to do this level or do I want to do this level? I feel like because there's so much success and actual practical use of what you're doing, as far as applying resources, you're bringing in recruiters and stuff like that, so one-on-one and everything like that. The job resources, the fact that you're actually hosting labs, teaching people how to actually do things, you're reviewing resumes. It's like this is everything that you need to find success in IT. So when you are trying yourself and you're not finding success and you're not knowing what to do, and you don't have that 2 cents of an actual like guru in the industry and everything, it's like, why are you wasting your time? Why are you wasting your resources? Clearly, if it's not working, try something new. If it doesn't work, then leave like later on and everything. But you really got to put in the effort. It's much like with fitness too. You got to put your time in to really find results. You got to grind, like you got to put in the work, all that stuff. It's not something you're just gonna get within like 2 weeks, because
Right.
the attention span that a lot of people have is like they want instant gratification,
And
and a lot of people don't have patience.
it's
I don't
crazy.
understand. I don't
It's great. It's great.
understand.
And just some sauce for people watching. Like, even if you like got an offer, let's say somebody cut me an offer today and it's Friday, I sign it. You got to go through the background check. That's going to be 1 to 2 weeks. You get the background
Yeah.
check. You get your first day. You're not going to see your first check for at least 3 to 4 weeks. So even if you
Hmm.
did get something immediately, you're still going to wait at least a month before you see that first paycheck. So is it instant gratification that you're seeking? Is it the check? Like, there has to be patience and the understanding of an investment of time for you to really get the output that you're looking for, And I'm glad you touched on that. I'm glad you touched on that.
Yeah. and
So
and it's like it's like, for me, even though I'm experienced in the background, it still took me like 3 months joining the program to really like get offer letters and
and
everything of
and
me
three
actually putting
months
in work.
to get a 200K comp
That-
is like the return is a no-brainer, to be honest.
It's like, yeah, you jump to the top type thing. Yeah. And it's like there is what's it called? Dang, I just lost my train of thought. What was I gonna say? When people really like start off and everything, like your background really kind of dictates a lot of like your success. But at the same time, it's not end all be all. Like, you really got to have patience and you got to be humble. Like, you're doing a career change. It's not something where you're just going to the grocery store and picking up a job and going to like
Exactly.
Staples or Target. It's a whole career change. And like, because you're handling a lot of sensitive information, you can't just be something where you just get brought on board. They got to vet you through the IT process as far as interviews. They got to see if you got the skill sets, all of that. Like, this is like a serious like career change. It's not something that anybody can just pick up, which is why you got to go through the rigorous process of actually like studying it. I've been doing this my whole life and I'm still learning. With IT, like there's always constantly something for you to learn.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm super open, even though like I've been a network engineer for like 9 years and stuff like that. And I think you're even younger than me too. And I'm like, I have no shame learning from somebody younger than me at all. Like, I'm humble as hell. I'm still learning.
I'm saying, I mean, I say the same thing myself too. Like, the master's the eternal student. I feel like you'll never know anything. Like, I had an interview a second ago, and the interviewer acknowledged, she was just like, yeah, I literally don't expect you to know everything, and I never will. But
Yeah.
being open it being exposed at least to a place where there's more knowledge than you currently have is like the best thing anybody could do. Because as soon as you're like the smartest person in the room, you're cooked. You're not gonna go anywhere.
Yeah. And it's like it's actually kind of fun to a degree. I won't even lie. Like, if you knew everything, it'd be boring. Like, you'd be like, same old same. Like, you wouldn't have no interest in the field itself, if everything was consistently the same, if you mastered everything, you'd be mad bored. You wouldn't even want to do this no more. But the fact that IT is constantly doing stuff on a regular basis is like you will never be on top of it. But like you'll still be like a really good master and consistency in what you do know. And then there's always a way to make it better, like make it more efficient. Automation, AI, things that are now can be on top of your manual labor work to really make your work more proficient. And it's just like that the sky's really like the limit at this point.
So, what would be one thing you would leave people watching this with? Like, what's one thing you would leave this video with?
Stick to your guns. Like your consistency is everything. Side note, I've recently plateaued in my fitness journey as well. So this is why I kind of related to that.
Yeah.
So me being consistent in the gym has made me reach a new level of my physique that I've never reached before. And much like with the IT career field, I've reached a new point in my life that I've never thought I was going to reach before just by being consistent and staying on top of it. Like if you're hungry to learn, you will learn. There's always somebody willing to teach you. You just have to put in the effort of far as far as just like showing that you're willing to learn, take your notes, ask questions. Like people are always willing to help you. Like the resources are out there. You have mentor programs and everything like this. Like the resources are there. You just it's all about on you as far as like putting in your best effort. That's really what it is at the end of the day.
I don't think there's anything else I could add on top of that, man. But I'm excited. I mean, I'm proud. I'm looking forward to the next notch because just like we just got to this next level, this is just one step.
I've not finished. Yeah,
Oh no,
I've not
no,
finished.
no. We still got more offers to get. We still got
Yeah,
deadlines to hit.
absolutely.
So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited for
You never
that,
know.
and we'll see what happens next.
Hey, man, looking forward to it, learning more and everything.
Hey man, I appreciate you. Thanks for your time.
All right, take care, man. All right,
Okay.
man.